Welcome into the Strange Skate Podcast, where we find you strange and unusual news so you don't have to go find it yourself, because you're too busy, and we're not. I'm your host, Adam.
I'm Rana.
And I'm Soraya.
And we've got some pretty good articles for you today, but before we start, I just want to say that we have better equipment. I don't know if you guys can tell, but we bought a lot of new shit, so it should sound considerably better. And we are on YouTube Music.
Oh, did you finally get it up?
Almost. He's kind of jumping the gun here.
I am jumping the gun.
I finally got it approved with the verification earlier this morning, and I signed up for it last night.
So we just got to put the RSS
I got the
feed
YouTube
in
Studio thing set up. It's just a matter of all the other stuff.
And by tonight, we should be on Apple.
Oh, you figured that out too?
It finally let me in, yeah.
So
no, I
weird.
just got to figure all that shit out too, because I'm not an Apple person, but we won't talk about that.
And we're like...
Hey, just because I had an Apple phone doesn't mean I understand Apple. I'm just saying, the computer and the phone is completely different.
It was weird, because you would think you'd be able to log into Apple Podcasts, but you have to go to the actual Apple site, sign into your account or sign up or whatever, and then go to Apple Podcast site separately, and then it like connects somehow.
That's weird.
And that's how you sign into it.
At
least that's what it made
really
me do.
Complicated.
Oh.
Have you tried to
I could sign in on an iPhone just fine, but, you know, because I don't have an iPhone, I got to jump hoops.
I have two. We can just set up for that.
So yeah, hopefully we'll be on those. I mean, we are on those, but it'll be updating on its own, which will be really cool.
Yeah, and I got our account hooked up to like the actual site since we used Anchor. Strangescape's account is actually connected to Castbox and Amazon Music, and there was another iHeart. Did I say iHeart?
No.
Sorry, my brain fog's really bad today. Forgive me. Podbean was kind of a joke, at least right now. So
yeah, well, that's because they want to host your show.
Yeah, I think we're still on Podbean because it's a streaming
It is,
thing, right?
And I went through all the hoops years ago and
just
put the RSS feed in, so it should still be there. But like, it wants to host, and I mean, not gonna lie, like I don't know if I want.
We're not ready for that yet.
I don't know if I want to host on Podbean, and no, not because I have to pay for it. Like I'd be okay with paying for it, but it's because it limits the amount of uploads, and like, I mean,
oh yeah, by the payment plan.
Yeah, I mean, we do. You know, typically our Strangescapes, our news articles that you guys listen to is probably about anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes. It doesn't take long to eat up a gig.
That was the cheapest plan. It was up to a gig a month.
Yeah.
Now you got every Monday and then
every other Friday.
With
encounters.
And sometimes there's that third Friday too, depending on how the month falls. Because when I was doing the calendar, I noticed that and I was like, oh.
Yeah, and I mean, Encounters alone
Short
has some pretty good sized files. So I'm like, I don't know.
This last one, just the Strangescapes Weird News one was almost an hour.
Yeah, and so in case you guys didn't
spiral,
there was a lot of spiral in this last one.
Well, and in case you guys didn't know, we've actually gotten some interviews with Encounters. Like we had my brother on. I know, right? It's just my brother, but seriously, we had my brother on, and we had this weird like time glitch thing happen. It was so weird. You should listen to that one. We've got a Vietnam vet on this coming Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it won't be when this episode comes out, but yeah,
it'll be this week.
Yeah, I guess it will.
It's scheduled for Friday at midnight,
but this episode isn't.
Yeah, we're like a week ahead. So yeah. Anyway, there's that one, and then I just interviewed someone from Utah that had a UFO experience, like a UFO like hovered over their car and then took off. So
he also wants to fangirl about Travis Walton.
And well, yeah, I did actually fangirl about Travis Walton in there. I'm going to tag him.
I heard fangirl that you were going to fangirl Travis Walton. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
Moreau and I wanted to, but didn't because it'd be weird.
Yeah. when we were interviewing, he's like, yeah, I want to talk to him. Yeah, he sees him in the store all the time, and and I have actually too.
Yeah, he lives in our area.
Yeah, I've seen him at Walmart, and I've thought about like being like, hey man, you want to be on my podcast? But I was like, I don't want to be that guy. Like
it's hard.
Like I know he's got an agent, and I'll have to go through the agent, but like I don't know. I don't want to be that guy. I mean, like I see him, I recognize him, and I don't know. You probably think it's fucking weird. Some dude just like, hey, you want to be on my podcast?
He probably gets it
He probably gets it all the time. He probably gets tired of it. So
I would totally fangirl.
I'm like, all right, we'll
So you did say fangirl.
I did say fangirl.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just me.
No, I did say fangirl.
That's why this conversation just stayed fluid, huh?
Yeah. So anyway, there is definitely some new stuff. There's going to be a new trailer coming out. And we're really close to being on Buy Me a Coffee if any of you guys are interested in supporting us there. So, and merch. We're like this close to having merch.
Anything helps.
It really does.
I like how you say we're this close and you're like doing the hand gestures like people can see you.
I know. So
through
like
the microphone.
just so you guys know, like I actually do talk to you people like you're here.
He talks with
us.
his hands.
Like I just imagine you're here watching us. And actually someday we are going to have video. I'm actually setting up a little recording studio right now, but
we've been doing research.
And we'll have to wear clothes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Clothes. I mean, it just depends. Like we could do like a, premium.
You never know what they're going to be wearing.
A premium paid subscription where,
OnlyFans. Strangescape's OnlyFans account for premium members.
Like
you get to watch the episode nude.
Yeah, like you just don't know what we might be wearing,
They probably wouldn't put it past us, honestly. They'd be like, oh, I could see them doing that.
I could.
Or get one of those like weird, what were they, like boob towels or whatever?
Yes. I was looking at those again last night. I was.
Yeah.
I ran into them again last night. It's like, we need those.
Like, you could do that. So, I mean, there's some stuff coming, just so you guys know.
Boob towels and a mask.
So what does Adam get to do if we do something weird like that?
I mean,
he needs boob towels.
I bring humor. Like, what do you want from me? Like, I guess I get some prosthetics. I wear some prosthetics. There, like,
dress you up like we did.
Get you a coconut
for our first Halloween. Make you look like a girl.
I know. I had so many people hitting on
dress you up all weird all the time. He did.
I did.
And like some guys would be like, "Hey," and he's like, "Hi,"
and they're like,
"Whoa."
Oh my god,
it was funny.
Like made your night, I'm sure.
Well, it really did. All right. Well, without
further ado,
let's get this episode rolling. That's 67.
6-7.
You gotta get that right. Okay, I live in 3rd grade.
I guess we could talk about
6-7 is
you hear it all the time.
My nightmare. You can't even count with them.
6-7, Miss Williams.
I'm doing math, and they're like
6-7.
Well, it's okay. I'm a 3rd grader at work then.
So, I mean, like...
I know it irritates my coworkers, even though I don't like it, but I can say it because it bothers them.
Me and Rana listened to this video. This guy was like, if 6-7's the worst thing that we have to listen to from our children or whatever, we should feel lucky, And then he's like, here's all the shit that we did in the 90s.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about some of it. I was like, oh, man, it really did happen.
Yep.
I was like, all right, I guess 6-7 is not terrible. All right, so 6-7 is our first article.
It's not terrible until you work in 3rd grade. I'm just saying.
This is from NPR News.
Having a class of 25 to 30 students saying it to you.
6-7, 6-7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like doing the spelling test. Number 6. Blah, 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 blah. Number 7. Blah, blah. You said 6-7. Yeah, it's like that.
Gross.
It is all the time.
I'm such a hypocrite.
All right, so it starts off with, what does 6-7 mean? Dictionary.com, 2025 word of the year has no definition.
It's not a word.
It's not.
It's a number.
It's a number, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. The number doesn't have any meaning either.
Dictionary.com has crowned a set of numbers as its 2025 word of the year. It says it reserves the... Oh, I got cracks on my screen. Sorry, guys. Says it reserves the distinction for a word that reflects social trends and global events that define that year, and reveals that stories we tell about ourselves and how we've changed over the years. How we've changed over the year.
Just the 1 year.
The word of the year is both viral vernacular. And what?
Linguistic.
Down. I'm scrolling down. Like
we're never sure. We're never sure because
words are hard.
Time capsules. Last year's, for example, was demure.
What does that mean?
Oh, probably not what you think.
I know what it means. I just can't describe it.
All right, take it away.
It means reserved, quiet, or modest.
Well, who knew? Why don't we just say that then? Why do we have to have words for words?
Because we're American and English is hard.
We just took it from like 3-4 words and turned it into one.
Mm-hmm. Add them all together.
But if it means reserved or whatever, like that was like 3 different words.
Yeah, reserved, shy, and something else. Well, we can wrap all of that into one word, demure. You're welcome.
Yeah. All right.
Why the number 6, 7 are driving math teachers up the wall.
Or teachers in general.
This year, that honor goes to 6, 7, pronounced 6. Oh my God. Did it really just do that?
It did.
A slang term that's been delighting kids, exasperating teachers, and befuddling adults for months. It has its roots in the song Doot Doot 6, 7, which Philadelphia-based rapper Skrilla released last December. I haven't even heard this.
I haven't either.
The way that switch Bert... what the... B-R-R-T, Bert. I don't know. I'm just reading. I know he dying. 6, 7. I just bipped right on the highway.
Man.
What does all that mean?
I don't have any idea.
The way that switch Bert, I know he dying. 6, 7, I just bipped right on the highway.
Like, that doesn't fucking make sense. And you know what? He makes more money than we do. That's the problem here.
Skrilla says, not to be confused with Skrillex, using
Skrillex is badass.
Using a verb that in hip-hop can describe anything from a car smash and grab to smooth driving to general swag.
Gross.
But it was the phrase 6, 7 that took off. It was popularized online largely through viral TikToks of basketball highlights, including of LaMelo Ball, the Charlotte Hornets point guard, who happens to stand 6 feet 7 inches tall.
Holy shit. That's the guy you want putting light bulbs in for you.
Yeah, very tall. Very tall motherfucker.
Then other big-name basketball players, including LeBron James and Paige Buchers, I don't know, started using the term in interviews. It spread to other sports and, before long, schools across the country. So it started in sports.
Go figure.
Gen Alpha typically delivers it in a slow drawl with an accompanying hand motion, raising one upturned palm at a time for each number.
6, 7.
As if weighing 2 items.
It is.
6, 7.
They do this.
6, 7. It's because they're doing syllables.
Is that where this generation's at? Like,
oh yeah, it's terrible.
We just forgot how many syllables are in that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And then they come up with there's 67 though.
Can we just go back to the classic 6, 9?
Yeah.
Personally,
please.
69 is one of my
much better.
I think it's a funner number, honestly, especially.
It just rolls off the tongue.
It does 69. And, I mean, depends on what's on.
It's now known as 96 due to the price of inflation.
Oh my God.
Well, I guess it depends on which way who's facing, you know?
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Now it is something that you're just trying to use to get somebody to reference the number 6, 7, like, how tall are you? What time is it? What's that? Middle school teacher and comedian Philip Lindsay, who first posted about the trend back in February, said in an August Instagram video, there is literally no circumstance where a kid might not say 6, 7.
Facts.
Dictionary.com says searches for 6, 7 surged over the summer, increasing more than 6-fold since June with no signs of stopping. The term has inspired musical mashups, a recent South Park's plotline, of course South Park, and plenty of somewhat cringe Halloween costumes. 6, 7 shows the speed at which new word can rocket around the world as the rising generation enters the global conversation, its announcement reads. Lindsay approves of the choice, telling NPR over email that 6'7" is definitely the word of 2025. He says that while kids tend to lose interest in memes over time, especially as they move across generations, this one has held staying power for nearly the entire year. Though its new accolade could potentially change that. I would imagine after this designation and more people using it, that it is going to start to become cringe to the younger generation, he wrote. It's cringe to the older generation. However, I do think that because they are numbers that are seen everywhere, it is going to live on for quite some time in classrooms and in the minds of Gen Alpha. But what does 6'7" actually mean?
Nothing.
Dictionary.com says perhaps the most defining feature of 6'7" is that it's impossible to define. It's meaningless, ubiquitous, and nonsensical, it adds. It's the logical endpoint of being perpetually online, scrolling endlessly, consuming content fed to users by algorithms trained by other algorithms. In other words, the defining word of the year has no real meaning or definition.
Skynet.
Skynet.
Even Skrilla, the rapper who coined the term, told XXL Magazine this week that he left it intentionally vague, though initially had a negative connotation. 6'7" changed from negative thing to a positive, he said.
Skrilla.
Millions of other things for other people. Everybody got their own meaning to it, because I never put a real meaning on it.
Oh, that was so deep.
Ball, the 6'7" basketball player, similarly struggled to define it when asked in a September TikTok. It's really nothing, though, for real, the 24-year-old said, just 6'7". Still, as Dictionary.com says, the term's meaning lies in the connection it fosters.
Or frustration, I suppose.
Big frustrations.
It's basically one big inside joke, at least for participants of a certain age. 6'7" is meaningless in content, but it's not meaningless in feeling, parenting expert Becky Kennedy said in an Instagram video. Think about when you were a kid. What's more powerful than feeling like you belong?
Not 6'7".
How does that make you feel like you belong?
I don't know. I mean, like, we did shit in the 90s, not gonna lie. Like, I'm sure it was annoying as fuck, but, like, it came from somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, it was referenced to something.
TP for my bunghole.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I digress. There may not be any hope for this generation.
There isn't. And they're going to be the ones taking care of us.
I wonder.
Be afraid.
I wonder what the age group is that listens to our podcast.
It's our age.
Is it our age? Well, yeah, they would almost have to be. You know, like, because you guys.
Because they get it.
The 30s.
All you guys out there, you 30s. You know.
Sure you are. We'll just say you are.
Okay.
You grew up in the 90s and
I did
a little before. So, I mean, like.
And a little before. Just put that in there.
Like, you know that our stories have weight to them. like all my farm growing up stories, you know, like there's got to be other people out there that can relate to some of them. Like, oh yeah, I grew up on a farm in the 90s in the fucking middle of nowhere.
You know, she probably saw our age when we were in the 90s and was thinking that we were pretty stupid with things we were saying.
I really don't know that I thought that until this whole weird terminology bullshit, like the Riz thing.
Oh.
Gen Z lingo. There you go. That's a good way to put it. Like, oh, and you're going to be the ones taking care of us.
Are we Gen Z?
Gen X.
We're Gen X.
I'm Gen X.
Well, we're not.
I know. I'm Gen X. But you might as well be Gen X.
Yeah, we're like right on the cusp of it. I know. She's over there Googling right now. I thought we were millennials. Well, no, that doesn't really make sense either.
Like you're the
millennial.
Y2K.
We are millennials? It's got to be.
Growing up in the 90s, often identified as part of the millennial generation, roughly born in 81 to 96, meant experiencing a unique analog to digital transition.
Like I was almost a millennial.
It was defined by unsupervised, unplugged play, reliance on physical media like VHS and cassette tapes, and coming of age just before the ubiquity of smartphones and social media.
Yep, I'm not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. I personally am glad that there wasn't smartphones when I grew up.
Kidding.
Like, I know that I wouldn't have the amazing stories I do today if there'd been a smartphone involved. Like,
because your face would have always been in the smartphone. You wouldn't have been experiencing anything.
Well, not only that, like everyone else would have had a fucking smartphone. Do you know how much trouble I would have been in? Like, the only reason I managed to stay out of trouble was plausible deniability, motherfuckers. That's how, like, fucking
Not
prove
recording the
you know
evidence.
what I mean? Like, there wasn't 10 people with a fucking phone recording my shit. Like there might have been some person with a Polaroid. You just had to look at me, and they're like, "Here you go." I didn't really mean to.
Back when you took photos and you had to shake it.
Yeah. Like, hand over the evidence, 4 eyes.
I can almost see that.
I'm just saying.
I think it would have been somewhat of a joke, but
you
not.
know, GPS tracking and just all this other shit, like shit that we didn't have. Like, I don't know. I mean, was there?
If we died in a cornfield, no one was gonna find us.
No one was even looking. I mean, they were just like,
true.
"Well, we've got 5 other kids. It's fine."
Okay.
No pinging GPSs or anything. No Life 360.
Do you ever sit there and wonder how the hell you made it down the road without having a cell phone, though? Like,
yeah, I have.
Like, I went to crazy fucking places in my 20s.
Yeah.
Without a cell phone.
I was running around as a kid, like all over town on my bike, like freaking 8-year-old, just all over town.
Using the payphone to call home and check in. Yep.
Yeah.
Being home by the time it gets, like, before it gets dark.
The street lights come on. That was our rule.
Like, it was a legit there wasn't a lot of streetlights where we grew up. I mean, there was a few, but like there was whole sections of town that just didn't.
You had to get home before your yard light turned on.
Yeah,
it's basically a street light.
All right.
So it does. I want to include this part. So the feeling is powerful enough to propel 6-7 to the word of the year, beating out a short list of contenders, including Broligarchy, Clanker, Tradwife, and Tariff.
What the fuck is all that?
I'm curious about the Tradwife. What does that mean?
I'm just curious about a whole lot of things that just happened.
Tradwives.
All right. Well, 6-7 is finally fucking over. It took forever.
And it means nothing.
And it means jack shit, I guess.
Not a thing.
Completely don't even know.
So now we're going to a new word.
Yeah, that article just kept on going about nothing.
So our next one is dude. The history behind the word dude is wild. Now, I always thought dude was like a pimple on a donkey's ass or something. That's what I was always told.
No.
Well, I think it depends on what year you were born.
Probably.
The name changes.
What's the Gen X version? What's the millennial and the alpha?
So for any child of the 80s or 90s, the word dude conjures up a specific vibe. A laid-back California surfer, skater, perhaps, drinking a White Russian, unbothered, or maybe unaware of the pressing concerns of the world around him. It was also a word that defied specific. It was a word that defied specificity.
Specificity.
Holy shit! Say it.
Specifically. I don't know.
Specificity.
I
think it's a very bad error.
Well, anyway, uses a greeting, an agreement, I got a crack
commiseration.
Commiseration, or an exclamation. Dude was everywhere. But it wasn't a new word back then. Not even close. By the 1980s, the term dude had been around for at least 100 years. In this week's Word of the Week, we explore the long and winding road dude took from New York City to the surfers in California.
So I'm just imagining all these mobsters from back in time,
dude,
wearing their suits and their hats and stuff, and they're just like, dude, you know, it's not like what the kids say as, I guess I can't really say it on here, but you know what I'm talking about, that they call each other now and
terrible things.
The exact origin of the word has been difficult for linguists to pin down, but gotta scroll down. Gerald
Cohen.
Oh, wow. But Gerald Cohen, a professor at Missouri University of Science and Technology, published a book on the topic in 2023. With 2 other language scholars, Cohen says it seems to have been coined in reaction to a particular fad among young men in New York City in the late 19th century. Think hipsters of the 1880s.
So there you go.
The mop.
They were young. They were young. They were vivacious. They were effeminate. Well, whatever. They're drawing a bit of attention from the. Oh my god.
Humorists and the cartoonists.
They're drawing a bit of attention from the humorists and the cartoonists, Cohen told NPR.
He said this crowd had a certain way of dressing, usually over the top and fancy, and leaned into Anglophile lifestyle that was often perceived by many as fake or trying too hard. Eventually, these men became known as dudes, likely to reference a Yankee Doodle, who, as the old war song goes, was an unsophisticated American who stuck a feather in his cap
and called it macaroni
in an attempt to parade as a kind of European dandy in high society.
Oh, man.
Cohen and his... Were you going to say something?
No.
Okay. Cohen and his colleagues spent more than 20 years trying to pinpoint the moment that reference was first made, combing over old newspaper archives and pop culture references from the time. They eventually found a poem published in a New York City newspaper titled The Dude, written by a little-known poet named Robert Sale Hill, where he derides the fad. Here are the final lines. America is ill afford to harbor such deformity, and we would humbly thank the Lord to spare us this enormity. Oh, man. We need to look up that poem.
But apparently he did not like that word.
No, I don't think he did. But Cohen says the poem had the opposite effect. It caused a social craze. All of a sudden, dude was appearing all over, he says.
Oh, man, that was like TikTok of the 1880s, dude.
Right?
It went viral.
An 1883 article from the New York Times describes a dude's picnic where thousands of young people rushed in a park in Harlem at the promise of seeing men in full dude dress.
What the heck? That just sounds wrong.
That does. Like we got a male
dress.
orgy going on in
I guess.
Harlem.
A dress orgy.
The Harlem Shake
Oh, man.
of the 1800s.
Remember when that was a thing?
Yes, I do.
Fucking horse head weird shit. The Dude Ranch. It was that over-the-top style of dress that brought about the term Dude Ranch, expert says, in the late 19th century. Traveling out west and experiencing cowboy culture was trendy. People, mostly men, would come from East Coast cities like New York to ranches on vacation, often dressed in full cowboy attire, according to Bryce Albright, executive director of the National Dude Ranchers Association, an organization that has been around for almost 100 years. It was a very big dress up for those people, because that's not something they owned, you know, before they decided to take this vacation, says Albright, and so it kind of turned into our trademark. Ranches started advertising themselves as dude ranches to attract visitors, and the name stuck. So did the attire. And even still, you see people show up that have brand new Wranglers and button pearl snap shirts and fancy boots and cowboy hats that none of us could ever think of affording.
See, that's what I imagine when I hear the word dude.
Yeah. And it's fun to see them get dressed up, she says.
I just think of the turtle from Finding Nemo.
Dude. The shift to the everyman. In the mid-20th century, the term dude traveled further across the country, making its way to African American and Mexican American populations, says Scott Keisling, a linguistic professor at University of Pittsburgh, who has also studied the word. The term's rise coincided. Yeah, I see that. The term's rise coincides with the zoot suit, also very flashy and full of fabric, and popular with men of color, he says.
Suit.
It says originally it seems they were called dude as more of a derogatory term.
And then what we think happened, which is what happens in a lot of these kind of situations, Mexican, American, and Black people adopted it with each other, and it became this marker of solidarity and connection, Keisling says. From there, it started to become less associated with fancy dress and more with masculinity, and other subgroups started to pick it up, particularly the surfers and skaters out in California, which is when Hollywood really got a hold of it in the 1980s and 90s. Now, Keisling says the word, which began in reference to young men, has lost a lot of its gender connotation, but is still meant to show familiarity with the person. Maybe you don't use it with your boss or a stranger, but with your friends or acquaintances to show that you're in the same group. And don't be fooled, even with the rise of bro, dude still reigns supreme, according to a recent survey Keisling conducted. Dude is still used the most. I think people just don't notice it as much, he says. And it ends with, rock on, dude.
Bruh.
Bruh.
That's our kids, bruh.
Oh,
God, drives me fucking nuts.
I've adopted it.
I know, it
I
drives
say
me
it in
nuts.
almost
Bruh.
every episode.
Bruh. I'm like, oh man, sheesh.
Bruh.
You can't even freaking pronunciate bro. It's just like we can't even talk. It's just bruh.
Cooked, bruh, riz, chopped.
Something about a toilet.
Skibbity.
Ugh.
Skibbity toilet. Our kids don't really say that, though. They think it's stupid.
It's all stupid to me. Seriously.
And
I had some of it going on last year or a couple of years ago.
there's times that I'll have someone say 6, 7 to me, and I'll be like 8, 9.
I do the same thing. They're like, bruh.
Yup, it happened.
Well, don't say stupid shit.
No,
right.
maybe I should start responding with 6, 9.
Maybe you should.
96.
Well, guys, I think that pretty much wraps these up. They weren't super exciting, so, sorry. We don't read these ahead.
But you never know. They could be. I mean, it's stupid shit.
Like you get them all raw. So, just keep that in mind when you're like, oh, that kind of sucked. Well, you can't win them all.
You can't win them all.
Our raw reactions and comments and smart alekies and sometimes spirals in between.
I mean, it's at least... hopefully at least gets you a laugh, right? Like that's what we do this for, is a laugh.
And now you know that 6-7 actually means absolutely nothing. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise.
Oh, no one was going to convince me of that to begin with.
I've had some stuff come back to me in the classroom, so.
No, not going to convince me of shit.
Like, it dumb.
It dumb.
It dumb.
Well, like I say, hopefully you guys find it entertaining. And please like, subscribe, share, do all the things. It really does help. And until next time, guys.
Until next time.
Bye.